us.
We do have people waiting, and we're live. Hold on, TTS, you getting picked up? There we go. Yeah, we're live with Oath. This is game 13 in our Chronicle. You've waited so long, I know, Alpha Ranger. I've been trying to get something weekly set up, but it's tough. People keep disappearing.
I hope they weren't coming expecting good Oath gameplay.
Oh, they better not. We never provide that. But we will provide at least a little bit of a teach this time. Fuglas and Alan are new, so we'll teach them at least badly, maybe well.
I can do it.
All right.
Teach game wonderfully. I don't know what you're talking about and why you're laughing.
Our last two teaches were okay. So let's get to it. This is Oath. The goal is to win. Surprise, surprise. The goal of this specific game is to rule the most sites. These are sites. At the start of the game, I rule 2 of them because I have warbands on them. You will only ever have warbands on a site if you rule it, so basically just have warbands on the most sites. That's the goal of the game.
Is there a predetermined length of the game, or?
So let's get into that now. The game can be anywhere from 5 rounds up to 8 rounds.
Okay.
If you look at this round tracker here, it marks the rounds. A round is 1 turn for each player. And at the end of the 5th round, we'll roll that purple die over here. And if it rolls a 6, the game ends. If not, it keeps going to the next round, at which point, if we roll a 5 or a 6 afterward, we end. And if not, we go again, this time 3+. And then finally, at the end of the 8th round, if we just end the game, regardless of what we roll. We don't roll.
I understand correctly. If we get to here, and Lily rules the most sites, we roll. If it's a 6, she just wins right then.
No. The dice is only rolled if the Chancellor is currently going to win.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, yeah. If he holds Oathkeeper, that is the only way the dice will roll.
And you hold Oathkeeper if you are the one in the position to win with the Oathkeeper target, which is ruling the most sites.
Oathkeeper.
Yep. So if I have Oathkeeper at the end of round 5, we'll roll the die, and the same for round 6, 7, 8. But if I don't, then you guys have bought time. And
okay, so to be clear now,
it can end earlier than that.
That's true.
It'd be a little bit difficult to explain. That's just with the round tracker. There's other ways the game might end, but for now.
Okay, but with the round tracker, the only way it's going to end early is if Garrick wins.
Correct.
Okay.
Going just by the round tracker.
Right.
Well, no, sorry. That's not actually correct. If Garrick is the Oathkeeper, he could have a citizen that could succeed him and win at that.
I guess that's true.
Carry on.
Okay. Well, we should.
Place to start.
We should talk about victory conditions a tiny bit more. In addition to the Oathkeeper, which we are all competing for at the start of the game, we alluded to the fact that there are other ways to win. So let's quickly talk about them. Lily mentioned one of them explicitly, which is to become a successor. And that would require you first to become a citizen of the Empire, which means I would have to choose to make you a citizen, or you would have to play a special card that turns you into a citizen, something like that. And while you're a citizen, you're ostensibly working for the same goal I am. But at the same time, if you're able to fulfill your successor condition, and we win, you then beat me as winner of the game. Does that make sense?
Yes, but what incentive do you have to make anyone a citizen?
Maybe I'm just flat out going to lose if I don't.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
So if it's a situation where, say, like Alan's winning, but if me and Garrick teamed up together, Garrick would take Oathkeeper back, he might make me a citizen for that.
Oh, okay.
Can you force somebody to be a citizen?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
The other way to win the game is with what is called a vision. There are 5 visions in the deck. They will have a special... What?
If you want an even farther breakdown, there are 3 visions in the top 15 cards and 2 in the next 10.
Yes. They have a special back, so we'll know when somebody has drawn them. And each of the 5 is either a victory condition. I should say 4 of them are a victory condition, or the 5th is a special powerful card called the Conspiracy, which does not change your victory condition, but is there to help like add some fuzziness of whether you have a victory changer or not. The 4 victory conditions that the cards can be, just to briefly go over them. One of them is the same as the current oath, the ruling the most sites, so it's effectively worthless. I don't think that's entirely true.
So.
It's not entirely true, but that's shorthand. The other 3 are to have the People's Favor, the Darkest Secret, or to have the most relics and banners combined. We'll talk about what relics and what these things are later, but just keep that in mind. Everyone with me so far? So as I mentioned, the game is played in rounds, and each round every player will have 1 turn. On your turn, it'll have 3 phases: wake, act, and rest. The wake and rest phases are just like upkeep sort of things. The gameplay is really in the act phase, where you will have a certain number of action points, which is called supply in this game, that you are free to spend in whatever way you want to take whatever combination of actions you wish to take. The actions are all listed on your player board. They are search, muster, trade, recover, campaign, and travel. They have variable supply costs based upon certain conditions, which we'll go over. And in addition, there's a couple of minor actions which don't cost supply, but have the same timing window as those actions. Most of the actions are pretty simple, so we can go over them quickly. So let's, I think, first maybe break down high-level concepts just briefly. As I mentioned, these are sites. Okay. A site has a couple qualities about it. It has a special site-specific effect. It has a certain number of card slots. And it potentially has a relic, which is indicated in the top left, plus a blue die, which means something we'll talk about in a little bit. And this is important because at the start of the game, we'll all have our pawns on the map. Those pawns sort of represent you, the leader, but are not in itself a military force explicitly. They will move around and can do things like search new sites, which would be flipping these over and seeing what they are. You can search for cards from the deck or from the discard pile. You can pick up relics from sites, etc., etc. Battle other people. So let's talk about the actions one by one. The first action is search. That is one of the more complicated actions, but it's good to go over it real quick. It's talking about these denizen cards, which can be in a few different places. For most of this game, we will not have a hand of cards like we do at the start here. We're actually going to pick one of these to keep, and then we will put it in our advisors, which is effectively your hand. It's 3 spaces next to your player board. You can have 3 face-up or face-down cards in them. And otherwise, you won't have a hand. You'll be discarding cards to one of the 3 discard piles based upon where your pawn is. Okay? Mm-hmm. When you discard, you look at where your pawn is, and you will always discard 1 region to the right of where you currently are. And if you are in the hinterland, you will loop back around and discard to the cradle. Make sense? Mm-hmm. So when you take the search action, you're going to choose whether you're going to draw from one of 2 places, either the world deck, which you always have access to, or your region's discard pile, and that's the region of where your pawn is. Now, the reason you would choose these things is because the world deck at the start of the game costs 2 supply to search from, indicated by this track here. But as we draw visions from the deck, the cost is going to go up. It will go up to 3 supply and then later up to 4 supply when we've drawn enough visions. Alternatively, drawing from a region discard only ever costs 2 supply, regardless of how many visions have been drawn or anything like that. The downside is these are, of course, discarded cards. They are things that we've all seen before and have chosen not to take or, have been used, etc. So when you search, you'll draw 3 cards from either the world deck or the relevant discard. You will pick one of them to keep. You will either put it into your advisors or put it at the site you are currently at, if it has a slot for it. This one does because it has 2 slots and there's only 1 card there. This site does not because it has 2 slots and there are 2 cards there. You place it to either your advisors or your site, and then you discard the other 2 cards, as I said before, to the region to your right. And you do get to choose the order you discard the cards, which becomes a little bit relevant. So if you pick your card and send it to your advisors, you can place it there face up or face down. If it's face up, it's active. If it's face down, it's not. As a minor action at any time in your act phase, you can take a face down advisor you have and pretend as though you had just drawn it from the deck, and then either play it face up into your advisors or to a site where you currently are. Okay?
Okay.
And if you play a card to a site, it's going to do a couple things. And let's pretend that I had just played Revelation here. First, you're going to get 1 favor matching one favor from the bank matching this card suit. That's right. There are many banks in this game, 1 for each suit of card. Discord, Arcane, Order, Hearth, Beast, and Nomad. So playing this to this site would get me 1 favor from the Arcane bank. And if it was empty, that means I would not get it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the way I was phrasing that seemed like I had something else to say about playing to sites. I don't know what it was, because I can't think of what it would be. I guess if it has a when played effect, that would trigger. Maybe that's what I was going to say.
Alright, so the only thing placing them out is just getting their favor, basically.
Getting their favor, I know what I was going to say. That's probably not worth saying. If it has a when played effect, that will trigger, and some sites will care about playing cards. We'll talk about that later. Now is not the time for that. But that is basically the search action, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The next action is really simple. Muster. You will take a favor, place it on a card at your site, and you will gain 2 warbands to your player board. So warbands are stored in the bags next to your board. You'll notice you have a certain amount on your board at the start of the game. You can imagine that these are sort of your personal posse, and they are always following you around. So wherever your pawn is, warbands on your board are there, effectively. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So as I said, when you muster, put a favor on a card, and you will immediately get 2 more onto your board.
Does it need to be a specific type of favor? Does that matter?
That does not matter. Because favor itself is not suited or typed or anything like that. It just comes from banks that are suited, if that makes sense.
So will these banks ever refill or no?
No, they never refill. It's a closed economy where they will be cycling from one to the other, through players.
Sure.
Because I guess I can say this now. At the end of your turn, all favor that's on cards on the map will go from that card to the matching bank. So since I played this onto a beast card, it would go to the beast bank at the end of my turn.
Okay.
Next action is trade. This is effectively the economic action. You can either gain more favor at the cost of exhausting secrets, or you can gain more secrets at the cost of spending favor. Okay? So the way it's going to work is at a card at your site that, I should have mentioned this with Muster. You can never activate a card like this if it already has something on it.
Okay.
There's one exception to that. We'll talk about it later. But so if I had used this to muster, I cannot now use it to trade. So I'm going to have to come down here. When you trade, you either place one secret on a card at the site, and then you will gain one favor from the matching bank, plus an additional one favor for each advisor you have of the same suit. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, if I instead choose to place two favor on the card, I will gain one secret per advisor of the matching suit. So this one does not come with like a free secret the way that favors come with a free favor. This one you have to have matching advisors.
Gotcha.
And then I alluded to this before, but favor will go to the matching bank at the end of your turn. Secrets, however, will not. They will come back to your player board at the end of your turn. It's very important. Secrets are the cornerstone of your economy.
Right.
So, silly question.
Sure.
Is there a way of marking that a secret is yours and not somebody else's?
There's not.
If they're on cards, then you did it.
Yeah, it's going to come back at the end of your turn, not the end of the full round or anything. Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
Next action is recover, which is exclusively for picking up these relics. And the way it works is you're going to spend one supply, choose one relic at your site, or, and now I should dovetail these in, the People's Favor and the Darkest Secrets are sort of like special relics called banners. For most purposes, you can treat them as relics. I think probably all purposes. I just don't want to lie to you. They're effectively relics with their own special super type. So when you take the recover action, you can target either a relic at your site or one of these two banners, and then you will pay the relevant cost in order to take it. The cost of a relic at your site is determined by the site. It's whatever it says in the bottom right of the card, and that cost is in addition to the one supply it takes to take the recover action. So in this case, the cost would be 3 favor to the Arcane Bank. The other example over here is very similar. It's 3 favor to the Order Bank. Now, recovering the People's Favor and the Darkest Secret are a little different. The way they basically work is you have to supply more favor for the People's Favor or more secrets for the Darkest Secret than are currently on the banner. And then whoever currently controls the banner will get some of the favor or secrets back that were already on the banner. Do you follow?
I think so. So basically, on my turn, if this is up here, I could spend 2 secrets to take it because there's only one.
Yes. And then those 2 secrets.
Once I have it.
So what would happen?
Could someone take it from me then?
They could, yes.
3?
They could, exactly. And what would happen is whoever is taking control of the Darkest Secret takes the first secret, and then anything left on there goes to the previous owner. So at the start of the game, you get 1 back for putting 2 on it, but then whoever comes and takes it from you for 3 would take 1. They would take 1, and you would take the other 2.
Oh, okay.
And then the 3 they paid would go on top of it.
All right.
Does that make sense to you, Alan?
Yeah, I guess the one question I have is, do you have the option of overpaying?
You absolutely do. And notably, you can also recover these from yourself, so long as you have a greater amount to pay.
Okay.
So if you buy it at the start of the game for 2, and then later in the game you want to really buff it up to protect it, you can recover it from yourself for 5 secrets or 5 favor.
Is it worth talking about what they do right now?
Sure, we can talk about it now. It's a good enough time as any. They each have a special passive ability they grant for controlling them. The People's Favor allows you, when playing a card to a site, to first discard a card from any site in your region, and then you may play the card that you were playing to any site in your region. The discard and the play do not have to match. Okay?
Okay.
And then the Darkest Secret makes it so that anytime you draw from the world deck, you will only spend 2 supply, regardless of where we are on the visions track. In addition to that, the People's Favor will require you to either add an additional favor to it at the start of your turn in the wake phase, or to take 1 favor from it and place it in a favor bank. So it has sort of an upkeep cost.
Okay, we'll make it easier to steal then, I guess.
Yeah. But that's the recover action. I didn't mention this before, but you take these relics, you would flip it face up. I don't really want to show any, but they're kind of like cards, except you can have any number of them, and they're just not cards.
One comes out.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like they just have printed text abilities and
Exactly. Exactly.
Whatever.
Okay, the next action is...
Technology.
Yeah. The next action is Campaign, which is by far the most complicated, and it's how you fight in the game. So we'll talk about it in a second. First, we'll talk about Travel, and then we'll come back to Campaign. Travel is pretty simple. It's how you move your pawn from one site to another. If you're moving... no, I should say it like this. Wherever you're moving is going to be dictated by the region you're in and where the site you're going to is. So if you are traveling anywhere from the provinces, whether it's within the provinces or to a different region, it costs 2 supply. However, if you were traveling from the Standing Stones, it costs 1 supply to go to the Salt Flats, 2 supply to go anywhere in the provinces, or 4 supply to go anywhere in the hinterland. And that's indicated by this chart up here.
Yep, so the circle arrow is within the same area.
Exactly.
And the arrows just tell you the directions.
Yep.
So in other words, Ancient City, if you want to go here, it's 3.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, all right.
Easy enough. So let's talk about Campaign. Like I said, it's the most complicated, but it's pretty procedural. So as long as we follow the steps, it's okay. So it's how you fight things and how you take control of things. The way it works is first, you will spend 2 supply and choose which player you're targeting. Then, second, you will declare which specific things of that player's you are targeting. You can target multiple things. They can be different types of things. This is where it gets really messy. So let's say that...
Want me to come in?
I'm doing okay. I'm just explaining things. Let's say Alan is over here. He could fight me for this site. If my pawn was here, he could fight to banish my pawn. He could campaign to take a relic from me if I had a relic. He could take... That could include the People's Favor or the Darkest Secret, I should add. Is there another target I'm forgetting?
Nope, just sites, relics, and pawns.
Yep.
And there's also this lovely thing here, if anyone needs it.
Oh yeah, this reference up here is going to be super helpful. So you will, I know what I was going to put out. You can target any number of my sites, so long as you include the one you're on. So you could actually campaign for the Standing Stones and the Salt Flats, even though your pawn is only at the Standing Stones. Okay?
Okay.
Then what you would do is you would find out how many dice each of us are rolling. And that's going to be determined by the targets you're targeting. So you'll notice that every site has 1 blue die listed on it. All of our player boards have a banish box in the top right corner with 2 dice listed in it. And then relics, this is really, I can use people's favor as an example. It has a shield in the top right, which says that it has dice equal to the number of favor on it. So you total up those blue dice. That's how much defense dice the defender has. And then you will add up your number of warbands that you're attacking with, and that will be your attack dice, which are the red dice. I'm skipping a little step. I'll talk about it in a second. If you have any battle plans, which, do we have any examples? I've got one here.
They'll have this link. Oh, okay.
That's fine. I can just show this off. Battle plans are a special type of card. They are indicated by that sort of campaign crown symbol on them. They are special cards that can be used during combat. These are the one exception I alluded to earlier. You can activate these even if they have a coin or a secret on them. Specifically if they were at a site and you'd use them to muster or trade with or something, you could still use it. So you can activate battle plans. Then defender rolls their defense dice. Attacker rolls their attack dice. And the goal is for the attacker to have more swords than the defender has shields. You'll notice the ×2 symbol on the blue dice. That is doubling the total number of shields across all of these. And I know these kind of look like half shields or something. They're just 1 defense. Mm-hmm. So this would be 2, 4, 5, 6, ×2 is 12, ×2 is 24. That's an absurdly high number. Don't worry about it. Similarly, swords do come in half and whole varieties. They also come in this special face, which has 2 swords and a skull. I'll talk about what that means in a second. You add all these up. The goal is to exceed the shields, and if you do, you succeed. If you don't, you can try to make up the difference by sacrificing warbands from your force. What was I going to say? I lost it. If you're able to make up the difference, I was going to say warbands are 1 point of attack per warband. If after sacrificing however many you succeed, you then succeed the same as if you'd rolled enough. And if you succeed, you will...
The defender has no chance to...
No, defender cannot add on.
Okay.
And I'll explain one reason why in a second, because I skimmed over something. So then you would take control of whatever you were campaigning for. Or if you lost, you would kill half of your force. And that actually rounded down, and that actually applies to whoever lost. So defender will kill half their force rounded down if they lost. And the thing I should have mentioned earlier but kept skimming over is defender gets to count their warbands as well. They do not count for dice, however. They count for 1 straight defense point added on top of the dice.
All right, so just a 1 shield.
Yeah. But notably a shield that does not get doubled by a ×2 or anything like that.
Okay.
Sure.
The defender can add any warbands to the defense force that are at the site being campaigned or sites being campaigned. And if their pawn is on any of the sites being campaigned against, or if you're campaigning against banishing their pawn or something like that, you can also add the warbands on their board. Okay?
Okay.
I've mentioned banishing a few times. What that means is you're saying, hey, your pawn, I want to banish it. I want to force it to go somewhere else and to lose, what What does banishing lose exactly? I forgot.
Half.
Like
Banishing
half of your
burns half
favor.
your money.
Half their money, that's right.
And when it says burns, it means removed from the game.
Yes.
Okay. Never goes back in the economy.
Yes.
No, it goes into the bag.
That is a keyword, burn. It always means to remove from the game. Anyone have any questions about campaigning?
Nope.
Don't.
I mean, I
Think
probably
so.
will when we.
Yeah, I'm sure you will when we start playing. It's a little fiddly and weird, but we'll get through it.
Now, when it's well, I guess I should clarify. So
Sure.
Banners and relics, it's pretty clear how you're taking them. How are you taking their sites? Because like,
Oh, that's right. I should actually talk about the act of taking a site. So say you campaigned for the Standing Stones and you won. My warband would go back to my board, and of course I would kill half. And you would take one of your warbands from your board and put it at that site. Notably, if you cannot place a warband at the site after winning the fight, say like you had to sacrifice all of them to win, then you do not take control of the site. It is controlled by the bandits. And this is me introducing the concept of the bandits, because some of these sites at the start of the game are not controlled. You pretend that they are ruled by an NPC player, the bandits, and the sites have one bandit warband at them, which is what that little gray warband symbol next to the blue dice is. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So does that roll a defense die, or does it just count as one?
Both. It counts as it rolls a blue die, and then you add 1 point of defense to it after the roll because it has one secret warband there.
Okay. So notably, I guess based on what it rolls, it would be between 1 and 3 defense then, because if it rolls the ×2, it doesn't do anything.
Correct. A ×2 of a single dice rolling ×2 is nothing. So the max it could be is 3 if it were to roll the 2 shield.
Okay. If you said this and I just missed it, I apologize.
No, that's fine.
The significance of the skull on the attack die.
Oh, that's a great question that I skimmed over and forgot to mention. The skull on a die means that you immediately kill one warband from your force before you are able to sacrifice warbands to increase your attack power. So yeah, any more questions?
Mm-hmm.
That is all of the main actions. I talked about the one minor action where you can play a face-down advisor you have as though you just searched it. Additionally, you can peek at relics at your site secretly. And if you've ever seen a relic before, you can still look at it again when you've left, you know. And then...
Any number of minor actions on your turn?
Yeah, minor actions are just free actions.
Okay. Now, explain why would you, like, player discard a face-down advisor? Like, I mean, that seems like it's important.
You might not want to activate it immediately. It might be a one-time effect that you think will be useful, but not right now.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
There's also one other thing to take note of, which I don't... Yeah, here it is. If you look up here real quick, there's some restrictions on certain cards. Some will be site only and some will be advisor only. So if you are not currently at the site you can want to play it at, you might want to keep it face down.
I gotcha. Right, because every card, you're not going to have a card in your hand. It's always going to be here.
Yeah, there is no hand past the start of the game.
Okay, so right, you might want to... Okay, so you might have a win-played card that might come in handy like 2 turns from now, and you don't want it to be ready to go right now.
Exactly.
That's cool. Okay.
And then the final minor action is you can add warbands to sites you rule, to a site you rule if your pawn is there, or remove warbands and put them on your board down to a minimum of 1. You cannot lose control of a site in this way.
Right.
And then that's basically it. In rest, any money that any favor you placed out goes to the relevant bank. Your secrets come back to you. You refresh your supply, notably, up to the space on the track corresponding to the number of warbands you have left in your bag.
So Wait, so yeah, we'll start over. So how
That's
much
fine.
supply we're going to have at the start of our turn?
At the start of the game, you have this much, which is, I don't know how many spaces, 3, 6, 8. And then at the start of subsequent turns, it will have been decided by how many warbands were in your bag at the end of your prior turn. So currently Alan has 11. He would have 7 supply. But if he had 8 warbands, he'd have only 6.
Right. So basically, the stronger,
I guess 5. I don't know.
sort of the stronger your presence in the Empire, the less actions you're going to be able to do. So,
Yeah, the larger your force, the more unwieldy it becomes, the harder it is to do things.
Yeah,
That's
that
cool.
makes sense. So just one thing, and making sure I'm understanding.
Sure.
So the if a relic is at the site,
Hmm.
I might have just misunderstood. So when you're at a relic site and you go to search, or not search,
Recover, yeah.
a relic, does it go to you personally, or does it go to the site?
When you recover, you're taking it from the site to you personally.
Oh, okay.
It's sort of like you have advisors, which are cards, and you also have advisors, which are relics, but you can have any number of relics.
This little star here is supposed to indicate that underneath
Okay.
your advisors. Not a very good iconography for that, but I mean, it's there.
Right. So I'm guessing then there's going to be a hard limit on the number of relics in the game as well.
There's not technically a hard limit. There's a soft limit dictated by how many of the sites in the game start with relics, or I should say, put relics out when they are revealed, and then these are revealed at the start of the game. So that's sort of the soft limit. There are effects that could cause more relics to cycle into play somehow.
Okay.
Any other questions?
At least to start, though, there's only these 2.
Right now, there's only those 2 available, plus, the banners, which are always available.
and this is just a general question about the game. What makes it like what chronicles from game to game? The Chancellor, obviously.
Well, that's a little complicated to talk about entirely, but whoever wins the game,
The deck changes.
yeah, the deck changes. It's cards based upon who wins and what suits they favor. So we do not have a fresh deck here. We're 12 games in. It's biased towards certain suits, which are maybe Arcane, Order, and Discord.
I would say that is probably accurate.
Also, there are what are called edifices. This is our only edifice right now. It's just a super special card that is locked to the site and it has a global effect. The global effect doesn't actually really matter right now. It matters for chronicling, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One thing I do want to clarify.
Absolutely.
So you described how to get visions.
Sure.
How do you become the usurper?
So when you have a vision and you choose to play it, it will permanently change your victory condition to that vision only. If you satisfy that vision at the start of your turn, you will become the Oathkeeper? Yeah. No. I'm getting all mixed up.
If you complete it, you win.
I'm getting mixed up, yeah.
Game over.
Sorry, yeah.
But it's the start of your turn. It's like root dominance.
Yes, it's just like dominance. At the start of your turn...
Or people can stop you before...
Yeah, sorry, I was getting things mixed up. At the start of your turn, if you satisfy your vision, you auto-win. Usurper comes if you are beating me for the Oathkeeper. First, you become Oathkeeper. And then if you maintain Oathkeeper through a round up to the start of your next turn, you will flip it to Usurper. Okay? And then, if you hold it for another full round, you will auto-win at the start of your next turn.
Okay, so all right. What does this mean? Prevent rolls to end the game.
That means that purple die we talked about over here does not happen.
Okay. So basically, to win, not through a vision,
You have to beat me.
Keeper, hold it a whole turn, flip it, hold it a whole nother turn.
Yep.
That is insane.
It is meant to be difficult, yes.
And I'm sure you went over this, but like to discover these cards is just a travel. So if I travel twice here, I just flip the card.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So actually,
you said these are card abilities.
Yeah, each
you get one extra movement when moving.
Oh, you wish. It costs one extra supply to move out of there.
Almost.
It is too charming, and you don't want to leave.
And what is this one?
So this is actually the same ability as this one down here. What is it? Homeland? Something like that? Yeah, Homeland Site. What it is if you play a card of the suit indicated on the site to the site, you will gain whatever bonus it lists underneath. So
free 2 warbands.
Free 2 warbands, or in this case, a free secret.
Okay, gotcha.
Technically, it's not just playing to the site. You also have to increase the number there. So if you were to have the people's favor, you can't kick out an arcane over here and then play an arcane, because that would end with a net same number of arcane cards there. The game doesn't let you sort of cheat it like that.
Where do our pawns start?
That is up to you, actually. In turn order, you will get to decide where you want to start. And then
back to our initial starting hand, we're only going to get to choose one of these cards?
Yes. Also in turn order, we will pick one of these and discard the other two to whatever region is to the right of where you choose to start.
And we can play, so basically we'll know what we put in here and we could like go back and get it if we wanted to.
Absolutely.
If there's no advisor or town on it, that means it can be played for you, right?
Yeah, if there's no forest or a little person symbol, that means it's free to be played either to your advisors or to a site.
Okay. And we can play this first card face down, right?
Yes.
To keep it secret.
Yep. So an important thing
Wait, real quick.
What's up?
Have to play that first card face down.
Okay.
You have to place it face down. Okay. Well, even better.
So important thing I didn't mention as part of the search action. I told you draw 3 cards. That's not entirely accurate, because when you draw from the world deck, you will draw 1 card at a time, and if you ever draw a vision, you stop drawing.
Okay.
You still get to pick from all the cards you drew, just if you draw a vision, first or second, that means you've drawn all the cards from the world deck you're going to draw with that search action.
So if you draw a vision, you could just say, I don't want to do that, and you discard it as normal.
Absolutely.
And then someone else could say, I actually want to see what that was, and maybe I'll do it.
You got it.
Okay. But if you do keep the vision, you have to put it here.
No, it goes face down to your advisors, and you can choose to play it face up or discard it at a future time.
Oh, so you could be like...
You could hoard it.
And you could basically... I assume the conditions are pretty difficult, but you could try to set yourself up to do it easily, and then all of a sudden just bam, just throw it down and say, all right, next turn I win if this stays.
That is
one of them's like keep this.
Yep.
So you could essentially like keep throwing coins on here, as many as you can, to make it hard to get and drain everyone of coins, and then flip.
You get the game.
Has money. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, but the other way to take that would be through a campaign, right?
Yes.
Oh, true. Yeah, you have to have defenses too.
Although, to be fair, that one in particular, in fact, both of them, you get defense dice based on the number of stuff, so you're kind of defended either way.
Yeah. It's
Point.
like I said before the stream, this game is about entrenched power structures. Like if you have power, it's hard to lose it. Not that you can't, just that it's hard to.
I think this is pretty interesting.
Are we-
I'm really terrible at it, but
Would we potentially be at a good spot for me to take a quick break?
I think that's the end of the teach. So if we want to take a quick like 2-minute, 5-minute break, I need to grab something real quick anyway, and that'll be perfect.
I'd say I probably need at least 5 minutes.
Okay.
it's fine.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem. And I'll be right back. And stream, I'm going to subject you to an ad break while I do this, I think. Last time I tried this, it didn't work, so we'll see. Rolling ad now. Theoretically, it's running. Maybe don't say anything to the stream that you don't want to hear.
Ah, shit. What is this shit? What? What?
All right, I'm back.
I'm noticing that you're like are buffed to hell.
Yes, I am the Chancellor. Thank you for noticing.
Your supply is going to be like very high for a long time. You also get these 4 relics.
So I don't actually have those.
Yeah.
Those are
Also to
bargaining tools.
Also to note, his supply requirements are a little different than ours.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So it's like right now, yeah. This is actually a pretty decent game to start off with a lot of supply, but he doesn't necessarily want that because he wants all the sites.
And I assume we could take this from you, but you have a monster defense on it.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to take it from me, but you totally can if you want to.
It seems like it'd be impossible.
I don't think I've seen it happen. Maybe once. Do we have Alan back?
I do not believe we do.
Okay. I thought I'd maybe hurt him, but no worries. Oh, I should pick a card. Oh, I didn't mention this, but some cards have a cost, and if they do, it's listed right like here on the center braid.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that now. Shit. I wanted to give that. Oh fuck, that card.
I'm glad I said something.
Garrick, you're ruining all of his plans.
I am good at that. That's not true.
Well, we're still gonna try it. Whatevers.
Hmm.
What would be your like top 3 tips?
Never.
Know your secrets.
Yeah, never ever get rid of your last secret, ever.
Oh god. Okay.
Do not do that.
All right, rethinking my life.
Okay, something I should mention about costs. If it's just the secret symbol, that just means to exhaust your secret, you'll get it back. But if it's a cracked, burned up looking book, then it's a burn. That's got to be on one of these charts, right? Yeah, you can see the difference in cost right here.
Okay. So, okay, hold on.
Holding on.
So if I have a card here that I want to play, and I say I play at turn 1, just for so I play as advisor, and it has a secret cost. That secret cost just goes here, and I get it back.
You get it back at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad then.
The reason you do that is because it limits the ability.
That on other stuff, and
you can't use the secret on other things, and you can only activate that ability once because you can't activate a card that has a thing on it. Remember?
Yep. Okay. What if, for the sake of argument, okay, what if I have a card that says
A hypothetical card.
yeah, the hypothetical card that says put a money, like it requires a money.
Yep.
And then, but then the card, it's when activated, the card goes somewhere else. Does that money? I still get that money.
So you're pretty much.
Never mind. I know the money will probably go to the bank.
Yeah.
Okay, what if it was a secret and it says to go somewhere else? Do I get that secret back still?
I think in 99% of cases you'd get it back. There might be some weird fringe case I don't know about.
All right.
I am not the rules guru for Oath, unfortunately.
That's decent.
That is Ceasant. Where's Ceasant? We need Ceasant.
We demand it.
Oh, that's right. You told me I could look at who's in chat. Should I be depressed? Oh no, there's more people than I thought.
No, we've got
Yeah, it's pretty good audience. Hello, people.
a group of lovely people.
Eventually we'll start playing, and you'll be here for a reason.
They could have come for the teach, you don't know.
That's true. I don't know.
Is the Chancellor always goes first, or are we still draw?
Yeah, Chancellor always goes first.
Oh yeah, we did the turn order already. I'm last. What the fuck?
That sucks early game, but is way better late game. Oh, thank you.
So we do reverse turn order where we start.
No, it's all in one go. So Alan will place his pawn at a site and discard his cards, and then Lily.
Okay, I'm back. I apologize.
No worries.
No problem.
We just told Fuglis all the secrets while you were gone. No big deal.
Of course. So, just thinking through my starting options.
Mm-hmm.
You should wait real quick. You should tell Alan about card costs.
I should. Yeah, so I told Fuglis while you were gone, but some cards have costs. I did not mention that before. The cost is listed sort of on this border between the effect box and the art.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see what exactly actually there's a whole breakdown over here. You can see exactly what the costs are, but they can be anything from placing a favor on the card, burning a favor, placing a secret, or burning a secret.
Okay. If it's place a thing and it's to an advisor slot, how does that work? Do you get it back at the end of the turn?
You'll get the secret back, but the favor will still go to a bank.
Oh, right. Okay. That makes sense. So if a card has a secret cost, it's just literally you have to have a secret to play it.
And you'll also be placing the secret on the card, which ties up that secret and prevents you from activating that card a second time.
Right. Okay. I guess. Oh, and activating it is just to get money or secrets.
If you're trading with it. If you're activating its effect, you're using the secret or the favor just to activate the effect.
Okay. So if it's a card that says action, do you have to play the cost every time you do that action?
I believe so. I can't think of a situation where that wouldn't be the case.
Okay, that's interesting.
If that makes sense. That seems like the wrong answer, then like maybe I'm misinterpreting what you're asking.
No, it doesn't. It's, I guess, like, what I'm trying to understand. So, like, use action card or. So, okay, if I have a card. God, this is really hard to do without just showing you which cards I have in my hand. So, like, say for instance, I have a card that appears to have a passive ability. Do I have to have paid to use that passive ability?
If it seems to be a passive ability, then it's just a passive ability. It might.
Doesn't.
The cost is only the initial placement, and then you don't have to
No.
pay
Well,
it.
No.
No.
Cost is to activate the ability, but some passive effects are limited to a specific type of action. So, for example, Observatory here has the search symbol, which means its effect specifically applies for the search action when you take it. Oh, I didn't talk about ruling cards at sites.
It may be just easier to show you which cards it is.
Okay.
but-
If you're comfortable with that, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, the downside is you'd be able to see what I'm discarding, and if somebody wanted it, they could just go get
Yeah.
it.
So
Well,
the
we
thing
won't-
is,
we
for
shuffle your hand.
Observatory here, just as an example, when you play this card, you don't pay anything to play it. You never pay cost to play cards.
Mhm.
If you were, there's no cost, which would be along this line right here. That's where you're going to find the cost for the card, and that's really just to activate the ability below.
Oh, okay. So if you haven't paid the cost this round on any card that has a cost, you wouldn't be able to use that ability.
No.
Okay.
What?
But literally every card that I can choose has a cost.
If it helps, pick it for suit then. Because you don't have to play it. You don't have to play it to your advisors. You could always play it to a site, or use it specifically for trading with cards at sites already.
Okay. So which locations even have it? Is it just the Standing Stones and the Ancient City are the only ones that have suit right now?
Right now, yeah. But you could always play it to the Charming Valley or to the Ancient City. And if it's in order, you would gain 2 warbands if you play it at Ancient City.
I mean,
And remember, when you play to a site, you get a favor from the matching bank just for playing to the site.
sure. Is there a limit on the number of secrets in the game?
No.
Those are unlimited.
Yeah.
Okay, that's probably relevant.
You alluded to somehow controlling cards.
Yeah, so I should go over that. Playing cards to sites does not just like fill seats and do nothing. The cards are still in the game and active, but they are now available for anyone to activate. If either you control the site, then you can activate that effect from anywhere, or if you are at the site, regardless of control, you can activate the effect.
Okay.
Okay, so like if I have a bunch of warbands on the Standing Stone, which is more than somebody else, I can still activate those cards.
If you would have taken control of the Standing Stones from a campaign, which would kick off my warbands anyway, because there can only ever be one player's warbands. But yes, if you controlled it, you would have access to these.
I'm thinking more about a scenario where, like, say, my pawn is on the Standing Stones, but you had more warbands than I have on my board.
Then you can use these cards because you're there.
Just because you're here. Nothing to do with the warbands or anything like that.
If you control it, though,
Okay.
you could be here.
Yeah.
Still do this ability.
I can use Observatory even though I'm up here, or if I were over here.
It's really hard for me to describe without moving around a ton of pawns, but let's say your pawn is here, but I have more warbands on the card than you do on your pawn, on your character card. Like, so let's say it's
That's not going to matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
okay, so it's literally only
If you're there or if you control it. Those are your two things.
And you'll only control if you have warbands on the site.
okay, so the pawn being there and having a bunch of warbands with your pawn doesn't
Doesn't matter for anything.
okay.
I mean, it matters if someone's going to attack you, but not for your rule.
Yeah, I'm talking within the context of rule and effects and stuff. It doesn't make any difference.
Okay. I apologize for
No, it's okay.
Oh, no. Totally fine.
Always ask questions.
I guess I should probably just. So in my head, I have one possibly early game card and one and two possibly late game cards. So I think I probably just go with the early game card. I could be totally wrong. We'll see.
And then you will also pick a site to start at. You can start at, is it any site, right?
Any of the top 3.
Oh, that's right. He can't start at Standing Stones?
No.
Okay.
So, am I choosing site first?
Yes. I have to start here.
Okay. Other than the fact that the Charming Valley kind of sucks to leave and the ancient city has potential relic benefits.
The Salt Flats, if you start your turn there, you get to take one of the favor or secrets that is on the site.
Whoa.
Oh,
What?
really?
Yes. However, there is a hard limit of 2 favor and 1 secret, and that will never go up or change or anything.
Interesting.
So I'm taking that secret at the start of my turn, and then you guys can fight for the favor.
Not exactly the fight.
Oh wait, you have to control it, or you just
You just have to be there.
Be there.
Oh.
So, all right.
By fight, I just mean turn order.
Eric mentioned this, but each site has these special symbols.
Yeah, we went over this.
Oh, yeah. So, like,
Oh, I didn't mention that they were all over there, though.
sites.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all over here if you want to like look up what it means, and that's the opportunity site.
Yeah.
Oh,
But once these are gone, they're
So-
gone. So like, if we all 4 started there, since I'm last, I ain't getting shit.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
interesting. So basically, the only reason to go to one of the other locations would be if you can capitalize on something there.
Yeah, I mean, Charming Valley sucks to leave, but it has 3 card slots. Ancient City has that nice order thing, and it has the relics, but it's far away from the action. Or maybe it's the center of the action, and the cradle's far away. Who knows?
Okay. Last thing, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So for trading, you place 2 monies. You gain 1 secret per matching advisor. Like, is that per matching advisor in my own personal little area?
Yeah, it's per advisor in your personal advisor area that matches the suit of the card that you put the thing on, whether it's 2 favor or 1 secret.
Sure. Okay. That might matter a little bit. Although I'm not certain. I think I will keep what I had planned and start here at the Salt Flats. They're just,
Sounds good.
yep.
Lily?
Yeah, I'm also starting at the Salt Flats.
Oh, Alan, in that case, your 2 cards go to the provinces, the 2 that you did not pick.
Okay.
Well, I ain't going to the Salt Flats, you jerks.
I didn't have a choice, Fuggus. It wasn't me.
Well, it does seem like going to the provinces where all of the discards just went is not a terrible idea.
I mean, y'all discarded them though. They're shit.
I don't. Maybe. I don't know. I can't. I have a difficult time valuing cards at this point.
Me too. My card just is hilarious, so I'm just going with that.
Hilarious is always good.
All right, are we ready to start?
Derek, did you talk about the types of visions there are?
Yeah, I talked about them.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
I didn't-
control of this, control of this.
Yeah. I wasn't
The
sure.
normal game condition. What are the other 2?
The other one is controlling the most relics, which includes banners. And then the 5th one is the conspiracy, which is a little complicated, but it's not a victory condition. It's a special power that lets you steal a relic with the right conditions, basically.
Okay, but people might think it's a win condition.
Exactly.
Looks like one.
Exactly.
Also, as a fun side note, the Chancellor can use the conspiracy.
Yes. I can also hold on to any of the visions.
I mean, you can hold on to the other ones, but you can't use
But
them.
you can't use them.
Yeah.
So wait, what's the conspiracy? Oh dear God.
Don't worry about it unless you draw it, and if you draw it, just DM me.
Yeah.
We can talk.
Okay.
It's too complicated. I don't even remember the full text of it. It's got these weird
But
conditions.
it's not worth it.
It's got these weird conditions that let you steal a relic. That's all it comes down to.
It'll tell, and the conditions are fairly straightforward on it.
Yeah, they're just specific. That's all.
Cool.
So we're ready to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It's my turn. Let's start by... Let's search the world deck for 2 supply. Draw 1. Draw 2. Draw 3. I know what I'm keeping.
Wait, why did you? Oh, never mind.
Oh, at the start of my turn, I'm sorry, I got this secret. I forgot about the Zulfats.
I'm special. I got.
I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I'm the Chancellor. What can I say?
City. I don't need free stuff. Is this? Should we like? I mean, to defeat you, it feels like we have to like coordinate our efforts a little bit to at least
A little bit, yeah.
whittle you down or something.
This would be accurate.
Like it's not gonna be just one of us overthrowing you while the others are just goofing around in the town.
I will say this is probably the least strong Chancellor I've seen in a bit.
Yeah.
Why? What's the difference?
Normally the Chancellor, like in base game at the beginning of a Chronicle, the Chancellor starts ruling 3 sites, and all those sites have denizens.
So he has tons of powers he has access to.
Yeah,
What
so
if-
right now he only has the 2 sites. So he's already down on sites.
What
Gotcha.
is a denizen?
These guys.
The
Yeah.
cards played to sites.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks for the subscription, Jadayasak? Jade Yasak? I don't know.
Oh, you have some more
Thank
supply.
you.
You guys-
Yes. Okay, so continuing my turn, I'm going to go ahead and play the card I just got. Scream now, Lily. I have the acting troop.
You mother! Burn it now. Burn it to hell.
No, thank you. So...
This game is rigged. Just cheating right off the bat.
1...
Best card in the game.
Jade Eyes. That makes sense. 1, 2. Let's spend 1 to move. 2 to trade. I will get an arcane.
So basically, every time he trades,
Oh, I got 2.
he has Fox or Order every time because of that.
Fox, Order, or arcane because it's an arcane card.
Oh, sweet Jesus!
Yeah, it's crazy. So I traded, and that got me 2 favor, 1 for just trading, and 1 because I had acting troop. I will now...
First.
I know. I will now muster. That's 2, right? No, that's 1. Oh, trade is 1? Oh my gosh, I'm so rusty. I started here. I did 2 to search the world deck, 1 to move, 1 to trade, 1 to muster. Here we go. Stuff's happening.
Still the worst.
So there's no way to get this off of you, right?
There's technically an assassin card, but its short answer is yes.
The short answer is you just yell at him all game, which is what he expected when he played that card.
Yep. As a free action or minor action, I'm going to go ahead and move these guys here.
Ugh, this is grim already.
Let me peek at this relic.
Let me peek at this relic.
I have never heard you so sassy, Foglis.
I like it.
And... Oh, you know what? Let's say I left 1 more person at Zulfats. And...
Cheating already.
All right, I'll take it back. I will spend 2 to move to a new site. Let's see where this one is. Oh, it's the hidden place.
What's that?
It's the one that lets you... No, is that the good one or the bad one? Let me remember.
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
Every time one comes out, you need to go over it.
The hidden place says that you cannot travel to here or declare campaign targets here unless you flip one secret on your board face down. It would then flip up at the end of your turn as though you'd spent it on a card or something like that.
So you can't leave here or come here? Or
You can't come here or attack there.
Okay.
And then it has its...
To get this relic, you have to burn a book?
Yes, while taking the recover action.
Okay.
Okay, that's all my actions. I have 16 warbands in my supply, so my supply track goes there.
What did they, so at the beginning of the game, there was like Oath of Supremacy and Oath of something else. What did that change?
That would be changing what the victory condition is. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Before my turns... no, it's fine. I'll end my turn.
I'm very curious what the logic there was.
I was thinking about things.
The question.
Right.
I mean, clearly because you were promised citizenship, you should give it to me.
What? What bullshit is this?
All of it?
All right.
It's the bullshit of you starting with acting troop. That's what it is.
I'm ignoring you. Alan, you start your turn at Salt Flats, so you get a favor.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do know to do. Just I'm guessing in terms of searching, it makes more sense to search supply, at least initially, in an effort to try to find a vision, right?
Yeah, it introduces new cards into the game's card economy. It pushes you towards visions and makes the deck more expensive for other players. It's typically a good idea.
Okay. I'm half debating because there's a thing.
When you do search, you have to take 3 cards. You can't split up the draw, right? So
No.
3 cards from here or 3 cards from whatever discard pile you're next to.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Already regretting my choice in terms of advisor.
It'll be okay.
Oh, I'm certain it'll be fine. I'm just regretting it either way.
Mine's fun, but I don't think it's going to be
So I think I will start just by spending the 2 to search.
one at a time, remember.
Getting more knowledge feels important. Okay, so I did draw a vision.
Oh yeah, there
You've
it is.
seen a vision.
Was that the third card you drew? It looks like it.
Yes.
It would have been.
It was.
Okay, so in the future, it's important to draw 1 out at a time in case this happens, but it worked out fine this time. And that moves up the visions track. Searching from the world deck now costs 3 supply.
Okay.
Oh.
And I can just put it.
You can yeet it. You can yeet it right or here, or you could.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Treat it like any other card right now.
Oh, so if you put it here, I could just take it next turn on my turn. I'm just going for it. I'm not going to beat him at his game. I'm going to beat him at my game.
Interesting. So if I...
Garrick, if you ever...
I didn't realize this would be creating a difficult choice already.
Everything in this game is going to feel like a difficult choice, especially when it comes to cards.
So if I pick it, I don't have to reveal it, though.
You reveal it. You reveal
Whenever
it
you
basically
choose.
when you feel like you're going to last one round to its victory condition.
Yep.
And if later you want to discard it, you totally can, if it's face down.
Yeah, you could just say, fuck it, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, you don't have to keep it later if you decide that this isn't going to work out and you haven't played it.
Oh, but if once you've played it,
Once
like,
you've revealed it, you're fucked.
you can never go back. Okay.
No, that's not true. You can discard face-up ones if you have a full advisors and you want to play a new one.
Okay.
you're thinking of a super old
Sure about that?
rule
'Cause the
set.
Revealed vision says it goes right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said vision. I thought we were talking about denizens. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh no, we're talking about visions. Once you choose a vision, that's it. That's
Yes. You're totally right, and I am super distracted. That's all.
Don't be
Okay,
distracted then.
So if I were to choose it now, I have to do that.
Only if you reveal
You can
it.
keep it face. You can keep it face down. Though.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't actually. I can just take this face down and
As
choose.
an
to never
advisor, yeah,
do
put
it.
it as an advisor.
It is an advisor though, so it counts toward your 3 advisor limit
Oh, okay.
because that's effectively your hand.
Okay, that's fine. So then these just go to the discard.
Provinces.
Question: how does that work then if I draw from the provinces?
You're gonna be drawing those cards again.
Yep.
Yeah.
But do they like go to the top of the deck?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In whatever order you choose.
Oh, damn it.
And technically, like, you could discard the vision too if you want. You're allowed to discard all 3 cards. There's nothing saying you have to take one.
Well, it's fine. I'm pretty sure I was the first one to put cards there, so I don't think it matters. There was a card that would have been helpful to have.
Oh, you
for my
wanted to go
starting
digging.
hand. Huh?
You wanted to go digging.
Yeah, I did. So order of operations, I've screwed myself over if that was my goal. So whatever. So we'll just do that.
I don't think I. Hold on.
And then
You can do the same action more than once, right?
Yep, absolutely.
You could literally just supply like
You're
3 times.
only limited by supply, yeah.
okay. So I think I'm gonna move down to the standing stones for 1. And then
So now you have access to these 2 cards.
I do.
While your pawn is here, so if you do supply again, you may from any. Oh, so you could now, if you supply again, you could
Search.
take those cards back again that you just got.
Well, that's yeah. It's what I wanted to do, and I didn't realize what was gonna happen there. Those 2 cards are not good. So
Well, you'll draw 3, so the top one is still there. I don't know if that's yours or not. I don't think so.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Yeah, don't forget I discarded 2 cards to there. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like trying to figure out the economy here, but if I place money on an advisor, I don't get that back. It goes to a supply.
It goes to the supply bank, yes.
Yeah. So the only way to get money is to place secrets.
Mm-hmm. And then you get the secret back
Or-
plus the money.
Or when you place a card to a site, you will get 1 coin from that bank.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this is fine. I will. I'll go ahead and flip this advisor, I think.
ooh, the alchemist, holy moly.
I need some.
Oh wow! So you have to put 1 book on him and toss a book, and you get 4 coins. Damn.
From any favorite bank or banks. I have never seen alchemists not drain the economy of all of its money.
It's a good card.
It's a really good card.
So, well, I mean, I figured early game it would be pretty.
It's sweet. All
solid.
you have all these sweet cards, and I have this like junk card that I'm gonna play.
I have been there so many times, Fuglis.
I have this card. Y'all are gonna be like, "That was dumb."
I need 1, 2. Okay, so I can draw from the discard from 2, and then I can do 2 trades. I think is what I need to do. Okay, this is fine. So I'm gonna spend 2 to draw from the province's discard.
Okay. So you'll draw 3, and you don't have to do one at a time this time.
Yeah, for the discards, you can just draw all 3. It's only the deck that needs to be in one at a time.
Dead stop.
Mm-hmm. I'm then going to place this card.
Jesus.
Ooh, Inquisitor.
So that gives me 2 of this type. So then I can trade, place a secret onto Observatory. Gets me $4, or just I guess
Gets you the remaining 2. It would have gotten you $3.
that is fine.
Man, y'all are doing sweet moves, and I'm gonna be out here doing dumb shit.
And then I will
I'm
place,
with you, so it's okay. But
I'll
don't
place
worry.
the 2 favor I just got onto Revelation, and since I have the 2 advisors, I get 2 secrets.
That's right. And that does cost 1 more supply because you're trading again.
Right,
These are burned though, right?
No. He's trading the action trade.
Oh, he's trading. I'm sorry.
So where's the?
They're in a bag up here.
Okay. Okay. And then.
Would you like to activate Alchemist?
Yes. That may or may not have been the whole goal. I'm probably gonna get screwed, right?
You're setting yourself up super well. That's for sure.
No, I mean like someone's just gonna punch me now, is what I feel.
I mean, you can't really be. I mean, I guess we could attack you for your.
So
you can attack for.
Burn half the money.
Yeah, we can't take his money. All we can do is burn it.
I mean, I guess you could. If there's enough fighting, it's like to a point where there's just no money in the economy anymore.
It happens.
So I think we'll just do this. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not. But
Hey, Bot.
because I haven't.
Down with the Empires, right? And hey, Arzad. We actually just did a teach that you missed.
Okay, since I know there's one of these cards out, and then we'll do this and leave those there. 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. Hang on. Oh, okay, it was stacked. That's why. All right, so I'll take this.
And then your supply goes back up to 9+.
Yep.
Yep. This is what I was saying when I said I thought I had a decent early game card versus like late game cards.
Don't worry. That's a good always game card.
It is.
All right, and then I get that back. Woo! I got money.
Pretty sure my card is a never play card.
Okay.
Okay. I get a favor.
I like how the 4th player gets nothing, and then usually the 4th player always gets the most stuff. In this game, it's just like,
Yeah, like I said, it sucks early game, but the game does make up for it in the late game. You're in a significantly stronger position, being able to react to the table or like cut me off right before my turn or things like that.
Let's see what's in this pile of trash.
Surprise, surprise! It's trash.
Well, oh wait, before I do this as a minor action, can I peek at this relic?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, speaking of Alan, you're at this site. You can look at this relic if you want.
Oh.
Here, I'll trigger that right now.
This
Gimme.
one.
Yep, that one, Alan.
oh, this means if you play this card, you can.
If you play a Discord card to the site, you get the relic that is there.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And I got a book of records.
Ah, motherfucker.
Holding money. Screw it.
So aside from the abilities they grant, the relics only matter if you are a citizen, correct?
Currently, yes. There is a vision for holding the most relics.
Okay. Damn, I just gave away more information than I meant to. I don't like that
sorry.
this money snaps.
Lily, you should focus on your turn.
I know.
I already talked to Erzad.
Oh, did you?
Oh, I may have been muted in Discord at the time.
Yeah, that's the thing is you mute yourself, so I can't ever half the time hear you when you're talking to the.
Well, how else will I talk over the other people?
Just do it like I do, very loudly. All right, I'm gonna campaign here for the funsies. So I got 3 attack dice.
Whoa.
I got 3 soldiers on my board. The bandits have a defense die. Let's see what we got.
Okay, I was gonna say the bandits would use that, but it has a cost. Yeah.
It has a cost, and its effect doesn't even work.
Oh, it's only on attacking anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't work, and it's all kinds of not working. That sucks for you.
Yeah, it does. God dang it!
I mean, all
right.
losing one.
So I lost 1, but I got 3 on my roll. They only have 2 plus the 1, so it's matching. So I got to get rid of another one to be better.
And now you've beaten the bandits, and you must place that warband to the site.
Look, I control something. All right, and then with my last thing, I will trade with this disgraced captain, and I will get money. Just kidding, I don't get money anymore. That's right, that's how it does it, right?
What did you do?
Oh, wait, you must... Wait, never mind. I was gonna trade, but then I realized I think I'm reading Book of Secrets wrong.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Cup of
play
Plenty or whatever.
Yeah. So when I play a card, okay, so I will still trade with it to get the one secret, the one with the 1 money though.
1 favor.
Favor, whatever. All right, and that's it for me.
So what you got, Fugless?
Well, fuck if I know. What is this one? Just means I have to pay $3. Wait, what was this again?
What are we talking
How
about?
does this work?
Oh.
Relic?
You take the recover action, and then you pay whatever the cost in the bottom right of the site is.
To that bank?
And that one says to pay 3 favor to the order bank.
Okay. And it doesn't have to be a card here or anything for the order or whatever.
Nope.
Okay. So if I want to move to Hinterland, it's going to cost me 3 movement because of this.
Yes.
This city's so charming, it's hard to.
That valley is so charming.
Okay, I want to go here.
I mean, just look at it. Look how charming it is.
I will search. Oh, who discarded here? What the fuck? Okay, I still got it back, you bitches.
Okay, so now that I can see
Oh, it
one
goes over
down,
here now? Right? So now when I'm
Yeah.
starting it, they go
Yeah.
down. Okay.
if this card is not an advisor, you can't use its ability, correct? You can only
You can use it if you are at that site or if you rule the site and you're anywhere.
Okay.
So Lily can use this effect when she stomps over here and plays an order card to the site or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Hmm. Um. This is probably bad, but we're gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna play. If a card says an action, you just pay the cost and do it. It doesn't cost a supply, obviously.
No, I'm pretty sure you're interpreting that correctly.
Hard actions or minor actions.
All right, let's just see. I'm gonna do this, and if it's wrong, then we will.
It can't be that wrong. It's the first turn of the game.
No, I know. All right, I'm gonna play this.
Ooh, the Pied Piper.
Yes, he's so great and awful all at the same time.
So I put a book on him. Well, I get. So my question. This is why I was trying to be coy. Like, I'm obviously gonna play this on Garrick. I still get this book back though, right? He doesn't get my book.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Why are you playing it to me?
Because you're the chancellor and you have money.
Look at Alan.
I don't care.
We
You're
just
the
don't like
you're the evil chancellor. All right, then I'm going to
I mean,
recover.
it feels
Don't you
like
remember why you exiled us in the first place?
I'm going to apply to pay 3 to the
Okay.
water bank and recover this relic. This relic says Bandit Crown.
Ooh, it's the Bandit Crown.
I rule the empty
Nice.
sites. So act as if bandits are your war bands. I mean, this seems like it's probably not going to be meaningful till.
It's meaningful immediately.
It's meaningful immediately. You immediately get Oathkeeper because you have 3 sites.
Oh, okay.
You are now Oathkeeper.
Oh, so
Congrats!
oh yeah. If y'all don't overtake 3, so y'all need to start battling some sites because that'll be usurper.
And not revealing more. That's another thing. Is like the more we
Yeah.
reveal any more, it could. So actually,
Oh, I should
Where
use my
was-
last. Oh, I can't use my last turn to reveal another site. Damn it.
yeah.
That would be clutch.
If you have a card to play to the site, you could muster, maybe. If that's of any interest to you.
Because yeah,
I don't know, I'm just throwing out ideas.
you'll only be using it to defend where you're at, but
I kept this card because I was trying for. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this card though. So
No, that's fine.
I mean, so you're saying I could play a card here to muster, meaning, oh, just to give me some money.
No, muster gets you more warbands.
Oh.
And maybe then you could go stomping around or,
Oh, no, I think I'll probably just chill. Problem is I have one more action, which basically
Oh,
with.
that's actually a good point that I never mentioned. Supply will carry over if you do not spend it.
Oh,
That's important.
Yeah, that's totally important, and I dropped the ball there. I'm sorry.
well, let me do that then. So then I would normally be here, and I would just go at
Yes.
additional?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that used to be on the boards, and I got super used to it being on the boards. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that.
Is this mod like up to date, or is there game changes that they've changed?
This is up to date for gameplay rules. There's some scripting that isn't done. So there are,
aesthetics.
yeah,
No. Yeah, that's.
but it is up to date rules wise. Okay, so that was the end of the round. The round marker was moved forward 1. I don't think there's any wake effects for me. Oh, Fugless, you need your secret back for Pied Piper. There you go.
Oh yeah, thank you.
So what is the functional effect of Pied Piper? Is it just that you're forcing other people to use secrets in order to get their money back?
Basically, it runs around robbing people.
You can't rob me because I don't have any money right now. So I figured it was at least I might be immune to it right now.
No, you're right.
I think it's a good move.
It also, the cool thing there though is you could just keep it as an extra fox or an extra beast,
Oh yeah.
since it
That'd be
ignores
really
the
cool if
advisor
the beast
limit.
was like. I think that's where the campaign knowledge comes in because beast is actually pretty scarce in this deck, from my remembrance. So, but I mean, I think it's still cool.
Yeah, they basically said these first 3 are probably the most in the deck.
Hmm. Oh man, it seems really good.
Oh, goodness gracious.
You just have to take one site. That's all you got to do.
I know.
So just out of curiosity, Oathkeeper only matters if it flips to Usurper and then he has to hold it.
So
There's going to be two full rounds to repair what just happened.
So it actually always matters in one way I didn't mention but was going to, which is that it gives 1 blue dice anytime you are attacking the Oathkeeper. Or when it becomes Usurper, it gives 2 blue dice. So again, it becomes harder to remove Oathkeeper from somebody who has it.
Does that mean since the bandits are fighting for me,
Yes.
if y'all fight these random sites,
Yep.
they get an extra blue dice?
It sucks.
Clearly, you should just put down order cards for me. That's the way to go.
Man, you guys created a tough spot turn 2. Props. What was this one? That's right. That's right. One, two, three.
It'd been really great
one,
if
two.
Lily didn't take over this. That would have been even better.
1, 2. 1, 2, 1. It would have been.
So basically, once a site has a warband on it, it'll forever have a warband on it. It'll just be someone's warband at some point.
It basically imagine it as there's always a warband on a site, whether it's a bandit warband or a player warband.
I mean, there's never going to be mutually assured destruction to where someone attacks this and
There
no
can
one...
be.
Oh, really?
If it's very well calculated, but it's a rare occasion.
Yeah.
Just to clarify for campaigning, there's 3 warbands here. That would be 3 blue dice plus 3 automatic?
Yes.
Is how that works?
No, it would be 1 blue dice because the site just has 1 blue die. And then it's plus 3 defense to whatever the roll is because of the warbands. You had that part right, which is why I started to say yes.
Okay. Oof.
It's almost like I defended it.
Yeah, you did. You sure did.
I'm going to spend 2 supply to search this discard pile. Actually, no, well, my pawn is there. That's right. Okay. I think I like that. Sure.
Both these cards have a cost and it says action under it.
Yes.
But I have a card that has a cost, but it just is like a passive ability. That just means it's probably a cost to place it the first time.
No. There's never a cost to placing the card. Does it have an action symbol on the top left of the box?
It has.
Is it similar to this?
Yes, similar to that.
Then it's a battle plan.
Oh, okay.
In which case you use it
battle.
Yep.
Oh, I'd have to pay the cost during battle.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's what the same thing I was struggling to understand with my starting hand because I had 2 battle plans and the alchemist, and I was like, what?
You're like, shit, there's a lot of costs here.
Yeah.
Well, and everything seemed super expensive. I was like, well, if I start with these things that cost to use them, but I have no engine.
Well, I've totally bankrupted myself.
I'm playing a Discord card to the hidden place. Because I played a Discord card, I get a favor from the Discord bank. Then I'm going to campaign against the hidden place. No, I'm sorry. First I'm mustering. Then I'm campaigning against the hidden place. And just the hidden place.
Fail.
Stage is the one that I wanted to dig for.
Oh no.
As soon as I saw you place your advisor, I was like, shit.
All right, so Fugless, you have 2 blue dice, 1 for the site and 1 for the Oathkeeper, and then no battle plans you can activate. I'm going to have 4 red dice because I have 4 warbands that I'm attacking with, 4 that are on my board, and no additional modifiers. So go ahead and roll your
Baby.
blue dice.
Come on, bandits. I believe in you.
Oh my goodness. All right, you have a defense of 5. I rolled a 4, and I must kill 1. So now I sacrifice 1 to get to 5, and 1 more to get to 6. Oh, man.
Just barely.
That was really costly. Oh, and since I campaigned at the hidden place, I have to exhaust a secret. God, that was really costly.
Wait, what? Oh, I see.
Yeah, the hidden place's ability.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was your whole turn?
That was my whole turn. I searched, I mustered, I battled.
Oof.
Since, but I'm only in control of 2 places now, so did I lose this now, or?
Yeah, it goes back to.
Yeah, it goes back to me. And actually, before I finish, I think I will go ahead and activate Pied Piper, because I'm low on money.
Who would you like to give it to?
Most annoying card.
It is the most annoying card. Who do I want to give it to?
The problem is my move is just making Garrick stronger, which is annoying.
Here, I'll do it to Lily.
Oh.
Yeah, but he has money. You can just do it right back to him, right?
Alrighty. That goes up to there, and I'm done.
I think the true negative cost of Pied Piper, at least if I'm reading this correct, is that you have to dedicate a secret to getting rid of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you going to spend the secret to get your money back?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or do something that's probably better.
That's why I did it to Lily, because she has only 1 secret.
For now.
For now. You could get more, but then you have to dedicate the time to it.
I feel like my best play right now is to capitalize on Alchemist. So, here's some money for you. Here's some money for you.
So you get 4 secrets?
Yep, that's
Jesus.
2 of my actions.
Yep.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, Alchemist is bonkers. Yeah, honestly, I think it's broken, but I don't know.
It is a little broken.
They don't seem to think so. Leader, I mean.
Alright.
Or maybe they're just okay with it being broken.
As a free action, place that there and burn 1 secret.
Dude, he's gonna
I
have
will
so much fucking
Get
supply.
$4. Which I'm going to take from Discord. Will pay me 1. Arcane's gonna end up getting stacked. We'll do 1 from there. 2 from Nomad. And I guess 1 from Hearth. Okay. Alright, now what am I doing? I feel like I should... Are there any blank results on any of these dice?
Yeah, the defense die have some blank faces. The attack die do not.
And the attack die is like half of
Half.
a 6.
Yeah, rounded down. If you get half sword and only 1/2, then you don't get a full sword or anything like that.
Oof. Let's That's really... So without a decent battle plan, you're kind of stuck. So just to confirm how this works, if I take Banner of the Darkest Secret, I'll get one of those secrets back, correct?
Correct. More specifically, you'll get the one that was on the Darkest Secret already.
Okay.
That could be his vision.
It very well could be.
And he is built to get it with Alchemist.
So...
Did anyone ever win a game? I mean, it feels like you could actually win a game like in round 3. You got super lucky.
I think I've seen around 4 win.
Super tempted just to take both of them.
That's fair.
Because my defense at that point would be bonkers.
Well, don't forget, they're not like passive defense. They only apply if someone's actually going after it. So.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
You're not bolstering the Darkest Secret by having the People's Favor, but you are giving yourself superpowers and contributing toward the most relics, and you know.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I need. Is secret? What's the value of secrets other than? Is
activating cards?
Yeah, I mean, it's just another currency. A currency that's generally more powerful than favor, but maybe less flexible. I mean, that's not even true. It's just another currency.
Interesting. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do for right now is I'm going to... Okay, hang on, let me read this first. Okay, it doesn't have the same...
Yeah, no, the
upkeep.
The People's Favor has upkeep, the Darkest Secret does not.
Holy shit.
The Darkest Secret's also... well, no, that's never mind.
Well, we ain't getting that from him anytime soon. If that's his vision, we're in trouble.
We are in trouble.
So that cost me 1.
Well, that card I dug for is worthless as fuck right now.
It now only costs me 2 to search the supply, so...
The World deck, yeah.
I think... I could do that, or I could move and muster. If I move and muster, then I won't have as many actions. Oh wait, no, I'll have the same amount of actions. I should probably do that. So let me see here. It costs 2 to go somewhere over here. But I kind of want to stay close to my little pocket of this type of card. So I'll just move up to the Salt Flats. Spend $1 to muster 2 of my warbands onto the card. So that's 2 actions. Then I don't think. Oh, I'm being stupid. Before I move, anyone care if I pay the money to get the relic at the Standing Stones?
No, go ahead and get it.
All right, and that goes to the supply for that type.
Yes, the arcane suit.
All right, so I'll get that. Flip.
The Ivory Eye.
The Ivory Eye. And that'll be all of my actions. I don't know if this will end up helping me. I feel like I'm just building something.
Building something is good.
Yeah.
Does this allow you, if we had the Ivory Eye, would we be able to see his vision card right here?
Oh, that's a great question. No, it says at a site. Well, no, I guess it says advisor. Yeah, I think so. Gosh, I never thought about that. That's really cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look, I do have a secret that I just got, so I could do that actually.
You may as well. It's free. It's free real estate.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I can look at any face down card.
Yep.
It seems so.
Relic, advisor, or site. So there's 2 sites. You could look at any of our stuff.
Oh, right.
You can come look at my
sites.
worthless card now that I specifically dug for.
I feel like I don't care about the sites as much. I don't know. I could be misreading this, but
You're probably right. The sites are cool. They're not typically like game warping.
That
but
might be
you-
more if you're like want to travel somewhere and you want to know where it is before you go. If you think it's
And like
worth it.
which one has a relic and what it costs.
Yeah, that's
so
fair.
I'm going to look at Garrick's face down advisor.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I thought so.
All right, so let me ask a question. So if we want to fight him for this, we just need to be in the same location as he is, and then campaign, and he'll get 4.
Currently, yes. If he were to rule a site, you could actually do it from the site, right? He doesn't have to be there for taking a relic.
You could do it from the site. No, you have
No.
to go near him to take it.
Okay.
And if he controls the site, you also have to campaign against the site. So you don't want him to control the site if you're going after his relic.
Right.
If we just went to his location.
Yeah, you could just beat him up for his relic.
Okay. And what is? Remind me again.
Well, that's I don't know. That's why I mustered a few extra warbands.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he's pretty keen. I'm not gonna try this anytime soon. I'm just saying if we need a last ditch effort. What determines your attack dice again?
The number of warbands that you're attacking with, which are the ones on your board. And if you were to rule the site you were attacking at, you could also include the ones at the site.
Okay. So like you're better equipped to go for it now if you wanted to than anyone else is because you already have 3 right here.
I mean, I'm actually the same as you. You've got 3 on your board. I've got none on my board.
That's true. Yeah, good point.
Well, anyways, I think I did all the cleanup.
Don't forget to reset your supply. I think that's the only thing you missed.
Right. Yep, and I'm still at 9 warbands, so that means I still go up to my maximum value.
And then you're good.
Yeah, I wish I had more secrets to put on here, frankly, but felt like getting it sooner rather than later was more
Arcane Bank
valuable.
is ridiculous.
That Arcane Bank is ridiculous. You still have plenty of secrets on there, Alan. Like, we're all sitting here with 1 or 2 secrets, and you've got 4 on there.
Yeah.
I know.
Douglas, what did you do? That bank was perfect.
It was pretty good. No, I screwed it up.
The Search the World deck.
Oh my god.
Curious why he wanted that so bad. It feels like his vision has to be involved.
It's either
Maybe-
Darkest Secret or Most Relics, I would think.
Or perhaps I know nothing about this game and
No.
just
No BS.
I mean, I can safely tell you that neither of those things is true. The primary reason I want it is so that I can cheaply search for the appropriate vision to be able to score that.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
Or he's trying to become a citizen and become the successor.
Well, I don't even know how I become a citizen aside from you saying you can be a citizen, which seems unlikely.
That's basically the best way.
That's the only way you should depend on. There's technically a couple niche ways, but that's the only way you should depend on.
Yeah. See, I feel like you're attributing to me higher level play that would be based on a knowledge of the game components, which I don't have.
I spend 1 to muster. Be sad. bad. Yeah, no, I'll spend 2 to travel to the Charming Valley. It's so charming.
So charming.
So charming, you never want to leave.
I don't. I can happily stay here.
And I already forgot. So this is if I get 2 free warbands if I play this card here.
An order card to that site.
Okay. All right. Well, let's search the world deck. Oh yeah, got a vision.
Did you pay 2 supply or 3 supply? And also, if you draw a vision, you stop drawing. Don't forget.
Yeah, I did. It was
Okay.
the 3rd card.
Indian.
Oh yeah, you had max supply. That's right. I forgot.
This feels like a. Oh, these suck.
Oh,
All right, I am. You know what? We're. But he can just peek at this shit on his turn.
It cost him a secret.
Yeah, but that's not enough. To know. Problem is the other 2 cards are kind of shit. I was hoping.
oh
for
shit! I should have. I'm bad at this. Forgot to spend my secret to use Pied Piper.
Oh, I mean, we could fix that real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Unless it's targeting me, then we can't do it.
No, I think I want to just pass this in a circle.
Circle, circle.
Ellen.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. The other piece is I honestly don't hate having the extra beast card
Yeah.
where I'm located.
It's fair.
How do you get to the? How do you get the?
Oh, get those? Those are things I can use as bargaining tools when I'm making somebody chancellor or a citizen.
You
Chancellor.
can't
Yeah.
add them. You can't add them to your thing, right?
No,
I
no.
can never use them now.
I don't actually have them. Think of it as like the Empire. My superiors have them, and they've authorized me to trade with them. It's not entirely accurate, but it's close enough.
Now, I should have never pointed out that this means you could look at a face-down vision. I would take the vision if I could know it was going to be secret, but like within 1 round, it's discovered, then it's going to suck. And the problem is these other 2 cards are garbage tier.
I mean, just play like the super mind games. Take it, but don't actually plan to use it just to throw Alan off.
No, I'm going to discard it. Oh god, if I discard it, then someone else can get it.
It's so hard to know.
There was a whole game where I had to sit on a vision just because I couldn't let somebody else get it. It was awful.
I can see where that's going to be a problem. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to try it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, drawing a vision as my first search action felt really bad because then it increased the cost.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, not anymore.
Like I said, there's 3 in the top 15, so it was very likely.
That was literally the whole reason I wanted the Darkest Secret, is just so I can have cheap searches.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's a fair thing.
what
Well,
is
also,
playing...
it didn't cost me much to get it.
What is playing a card to a location that's free, or is that an action?
As a minor action, you can pretend as though you just drew the card and then choose to play it to the site.
Okay. It's all good.
Rusting Ray.
Yeah, that my whole point was to get the Darkest Secret and then just battle tons of people.
Yeah, makes sense.
but someone took the darkest secret with 7,000 secrets. I ain't getting that anytime soon. And then I'm just gonna make everybody's life harder by
Real quick,
3.
you got the favor for playing Rusting Ray, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. Back to what you were doing.
And I'm gonna make everybody's life harder by moving down 1 just to get some more of my territory.
That makes sense.
Oh, sweet! I got a drowned city. Oh, does that mean I get a book
So
immediately?
you can't place advisors here.
No, what it means, you can't place advisors there. It has 2 relics,
That's neat.
and at the start of your
Secret.
turn, if you are there and there are secrets left, you will take a secret.
2 relics, looks like.
Yep, I put them out. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Alan!
And then I'll I think I'll muster.
You're not at the site, so you can't do that.
Oh shit, bitch. You're right. You know what? I made us pass here and get another action again.
That's totally fair.
Because I can't recover. To recover these relics, you have to burn 2 money. I definitely don't have 2 money. Oh, I can look at them. I look.
Yeah, you can absolutely look at them. Just like Alan could look at them.
God. Dude, some of these cards are ridiculous.
I
Yep.
hope it's a pig. My favorite card. My favorite card is the Oracular Pig.
The Oracular Pig is not broken.
But I love it. It's not a good card, but it's the best card.
These are both good. I mean, it's not as OP as I'm thinking, but it's going to be OP potentially, but it's really easy to take from someone. Never mind. All right. Yeah, I'll just image from there. So get back up to full again. Joink.
Alan says his internet dropped.
Okay.
Uh,
You kind of imply. I mean, we're on stream, so I shouldn't. I don't want you to like reveal your total opinion about this game, but you were a little apprehensive about elements of this game.
I think it's a
You've
good.
been vocal on stream before.
Yeah, I've been vocal on stream. I think it's a good game. It is not a game that I love and want to play all the time. I had some.
To be fair, there are very few games that fit that description for Garrett.
There's enough. They're like, I have issues with the design, and it's.
Such as what?
I think I'm not a big fan of the entrenched power structure argument it's making. Like, it's cool from a sort of abstract perspective. In practice, it kind of sucks to get into situations where it feels like you don't have a very good chance of winning from the start. And like, I know the idea is that you can spend multiple games like chipping away at that power with the Chronicle system, and then like 2 or 3 games from now you can have that triumphant victory. And like, I just don't want to dedicate that much time to not winning so that I can maybe win.
No, I understand what you're saying.
And then in general, like, I'm not a huge fan of the randomness of the world deck. Like, particularly since this game is kind of similar to the PAX games, and those have like that lovely conveyor belt market. Downtime is long between turns. What else we got? I just don't find the game super satisfying to play because it's kind of like a soap opera. Like, things happen that are sort of dramatic, and then like you just do it again next week. That's how it feels to me. Yeah, I could keep going, but that's sort of the main thrust of it.
And this is so. Is there just a standard mode that's not like Chronicle? Like, is there just a gameplay mode where you just like, I'm just gonna play one game?
You could.
Player isn't starting, but does one player always start as Chancellor?
One player always
Yeah.
as Chancellor.
Yeah. And like, you could sort of do that, but I don't even think the game's that compelling in an intra game sense. The Chronicle is the most interesting part. Like, I actually really like the Chronicle system.
I think I would love it a little bit more if I could see what was going on, but because TTS does it automatically, I really wish I knew what was happening.
TTS obfuscates the Chronicle a little bit. I think the Chronicle system is brilliant, and I am super duper hyped for Void Lich because Cole's going to take like the lessons of Oath forward into a game that I think I might like more to actually play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still holding reserve until I can actually touch this game. Because, like,
I do think it'll.
Super attractive.
It is maybe the most gorgeous game I've ever seen.
I would agree with that.
And like, I initially didn't even really like Kyle's art for Oath a ton, but like, it's just an incredible production with the neoprene mat and the insert and everything.
They did a good job.
Yeah. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3.
How does a 2-player game work?
Probably not well.
Yeah, I think the lowest we've ever gone is 3.
I mean, I assume you have to probably use. I see there's like this.
Yeah, there's a Clockwork Prince. I don't remember if that's supposed to be used in 2-player or not. I don't know. It's not a 2-player game. Just like Root's not really a 2-player game.
Right.
Cole would argue with you on that one.
He likes 3-player, and the minor factions are making it 2-player.
That's fair.
I still prefer. I mean, I've done tons of 3-player since we testing stuff. And
Yeah.
I still think 4 players.
Yeah.
I mean, minor factions make it more interesting, but if you're gonna say, would you rather play a 4-player or 3-player with minor factions, I would jump to a 4-player every time.
Yeah, I played a lot of 3-player at the start of the year before I like really got into Woodland Warriors and everything. Start of last year. And I've had my fill of 3-player. It's not 4-player.
No.
I'm very excited for all the new content stuff. I need to play it more.
Yeah, I'm really keen.
Factions are really getting there.
Yeah.
Warlord is amazing right now. I think it's in a really good spot.
I'm super hyped to play that currently updated private version, which is the most we can say on stream.
Yes.
Alexander, I get it. It's a little brittle for me. And I don't know, part of it's that I wasn't playing with super skilled players.
No, he was playing with me.
No, I was playing with the other local guys.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think the 4-player game's a lot more dynamic and less brittle. And not that I'm against brittle games, but yeah.
I would feel like you're for brittle games.
Mufinity, I like Oath at 4. 5 has some fun dynamism, but the downtime really becomes an issue.
Yeah. Downtime between turns is really the only thing that I feel like I have an issue with. It's just because, like...
I would prefer 5 without the downtime issue, but with downtime, I prefer 4.
So, Fugless, it's actually pretty funny. The first time we played this game, I was actually doing a blind teach for Josh, and the game took 6 hours.
Whoa.
And I think I shocked Josh. I think we broke him slightly a little bit on that one.
We did.
Just because we were doing crazy things and we were just breaking the game all over the place. It was pretty great.
1, 2.
I mean, it doesn't feel like this game's that long. I mean, we're already on.
It's not. We do not know how that happened. It just going.
It was sort of a blind teach. Like, Lily hadn't gotten a proper teach. She read the rulebook cold and then taught us.
Yeah, that was.
And not even like the guiding learn to play, like the law of Oath.
Yeah. Oh God, I can't learn by just reading the rules.
Oh, did you have to learn to
play?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong then.
I did not. I did not read the. I didn't have access to the law.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah, no, it was the learn to play.
All right, I think I figured out my turn. God, there's so much I want to do in so little time.
I know the feeling.
I'm going to spend 2 to move. Spend 1 to muster.
Stop attacking my bandit.
And I will campaign for the ancient city. Will I campaign for the ancient city? Will I? Yeah, I will. Okay. You've got 1 blue die plus 1 defense. I've got 2 red die. Just the 1 blue die.
I don't get a... Oh, yeah, you're right. But I have 1 extra.
Yes.
If I roll ×2 here, it's basically 0.
It's just a 0, yeah.
Rip.
Okay, well...
Killed something.
Yeah. All right, and then my 2 beats your 1. I take the site. As a minor action, I will now play bear traps to the ancient city. When I do so, I get 2 warbands.
Ugh.
And I get a favor from order, because I played an order card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of actions. Yep, that's it. That'll go there. I've got 14 warbands, so that goes there. And Alan says he may be dead in the water. Uh-oh. I was trying to kill a bunch of time for him, but I think
I was trying to help.
I mean, we can always save this and then...
Yeah, we could.
And if y'all have time, I don't know how late y'all want to stay up.
No, I think it'd probably be... If I wouldn't want to start anything.
Yeah, if we're calling it tonight,
I didn't realize it was already midnight, jeez.
Yeah, I didn't either. I'm too awake.
But yeah, we can save this in progress too.
Yeah, let me pull up my save menu.
Yeah, I mean, I do like this, but I can see where, like I'm doing things right now that I don't think I'm doing anything that's going to help me win the game yet. It's like I'm just kind of doing stuff. So I'm not quite sure, like, what do I need to do to, like, set myself up for victory, basically.
Yeah, that's where some of the swinginess of the cards becomes an issue for me, because you can totally just get bad RNG at the early game, and then like other people are like kicking ass, like Alan over there with Alchemist, and like he's got an incredible economy and getting this great defensible position, and you're there like, I've got a favor and a secret. I'm trying to do what I can.
Right. I'm just trying to cause trouble, basically. I'm not necessarily... I mean, I do have a vision, so I have, like, possible goal to go for, but...
And, like, Bandit King is getting you something. Like...
I'm forcing you to, like, waste your turn.
Yeah. But no, like, I've had a few too many games sort of in the position you're in, where just, like, I got bad RNG, and it left me with nothing real to do compared to, like, the other people. Yeah.
I will also state that several of the games that Garrick and I've played, Garrick was the only exile.
I've also been in that situation, a weird amount.
Yeah, like for a strange amount of the game, he was just like, and I am the lone exile fighting against the Empire. And
that didn't feel great either. Yeah. Yeah, Alexander, I could totally see some people really getting into Oath at 6, like the storytelling aspect of it and the dynamism, and downtime would also be a huge issue for me, even with experienced players. And I'm not normally a huge downtime issue guy, but something about Oath just like, I don't know, I feel a little disengaged in other people's turns. Because not even like an ambush card I can play or anything. It just like...
Instance.
I guess you have battle plans, but I don't know. They're all out there in the open.
There's no secret information, really.
Right.
That like you can spring on somebody.
So how some of these cards work, like if I was here...
Yeah.
Wait, could I have
I don't think you had any. You didn't have any battle plans because I played this after specifically, so you and I didn't have the darkest. Oh, you didn't have the darkest secret, so
Yeah, right. But since I technically own this because I own the bandit territory,
yeah.
I can use some of. Well, I can't use any of them now, but I could have.
If I had played bear traps first before attacking, you could have used bear traps on defense because you control the ancient city before I fought you.
Okay. And I just say I'm using this card is free, so I'm just using. I say I'm
Yep.
using this card. Okay, that's kind of interesting.
So I kind of took a gamble because I knew playing it would give me 2 more warriors, but it would also immediately lose 1 die and immediately kill 1 after I form my pool. So it was kind of a wash. I don't know. Maybe now thinking back on it, it probably was better to have played it, but
See now the benefit of if I own this territory and own it really strongly, putting this here is not necessarily it doesn't really matter if it's here or here.
so long as you can defend that site, yeah.
Right, because then every time someone tries to attack it, I can just be like, all right, I'm dedicating a secret to this. So now all your hollow swords are nothing.
Yeah.
As long as okay, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, my plan is to make Ancient City really defended so that bear traps does work for me.
Oh, yeah, that is a problem. Rip. And now you own 4 territories, so to win, we have to. But I mean, I guess you just have to have the most. So every time we knock you down 1, it's like a swing of 2. So
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think Alan's going to be able to make it.
yeah, well, let's just save it, and we can.
I saved. We can pick this up next week.
Cool.
So yeah, we'll coordinate. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry we couldn't finish. Internet issues, it happens. So yeah, we'll try and do this next Thursday, and if not, we'll find some other day. And then
Maybe even sooner.
maybe sooner. Do we have some other streams scheduled? I'm not thinking of anything.
We don't have train Tuesdays scheduled at all, so.
Probably Mind Clash Monday. Or something Monday. Barrage Monday. Fugless.
Yeah, barrage or pipeline. I definitely want to do that. So
Yeah, I think you can look out for a stream on Monday. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you then.